Hi friends, Tesla now is worth around $400 billion. Is Tesla expensive? The simple answer is no.
Hey everyone, Couch Investor back to another reaction video for you today. So my last one was very well received. Most of you asked to see another one. So here it is. In this video, we're going to talk about mainly Tesla the company and a bit on Tesla the stock. But first up, I just want to thank Chicken Genius for letting me react to some of his videos. And again, if you haven't watched the last one, this will be in the top right corner. So as we've seen from the starting clip, when Chicken Genius made his video on the $4 trillion Tesla stock, that was in August 2020, he said that Tesla could 10x in the next 10 years. So by then it was $400 billion approximately. So 10x that is 4 trillion. Right now we went from August 2020 to now November 2021, from a 10x to just a 4x. It's really crazy how fast things can change. But don't worry, if you're a Tesla shareholder like me, Tesla is by far my biggest position, and I do intend to retire on Tesla shares. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the long term, and by long term, I mean 2030, 2040, 2050, or maybe even more. So we know that by 2030, Elon expects Tesla to make around 20 million cars. Now, if we multiply 20 million by, let's say, $25,000, we reach $500 billion in revenue. Now, if you've been following Elon and Tesla for a while, you know that he said that the energy side of the business is going to be worth more, or maybe a bit of the same as the EV side of it. Obviously, I think it's going to be a bit more, but let's add 500 and 500. Then we have by 2030, $1 trillion in revenue for just car making and energy. I say just because there's obviously a lot more attached to the Tesla company. Now, $1 trillion in revenue by 2030. That means that right now they will have a price to sales ratio of just 1, which is obviously extremely conservative. Now, I also know that I'm talking about 2030 and only if Tesla makes 20 million vehicles and if the average selling price is $25,000. So yes, there are lots of ifs in this equation, but just to lay it out there, those are the numbers. Also, as we move forward into the future, more and more governments will just ban the use of ICE vehicles. It is expected that by 2040, most ICE vehicles will be banned. Also, it is expected that developing market population would increase significantly, which will allow over 1 billion, yes, 1 billion people to own a vehicle for the very first time. Of course, not everyone is going to buy a Tesla, just to keep that in mind. But Tesla, as we've seen, has a huge advantage. First of all, Tesla, since it started, it is an EV company. It never made an ICE vehicle before, so everything is already optimized for making EVs. Manufacturing is one of Tesla's biggest moat out there. If somebody wants to catch Tesla, such as General Motors, let's say.
By 2025, some believe that you can catch Tesla. You guys are at what, 9-10% right now in the U.S. Do you think that you can catch Tesla by 2025?
Absolutely, Phil.
I can't wait to be in 2025 and find out that, guess what, GM is nowhere near Tesla and maybe is even closer to bankruptcy than catching Tesla. And also because Tesla is so good at manufacturing vehicles, they have higher profit margins and massive cash reserves, something that the competition really can't say. Right, so we talked about the potential $1 trillion revenue by 2030. That was for car selling and energy. Now, what about all the rest? So first, let's start a little story here. Long time ago, when somebody sold you a car, that was it. They sold you the car, they took the money, you took the car, and you never saw each other anymore. That means that the person that sold you the car will not be able to make any more money off of you. Now here comes Tesla. They sell you insurance, software upgrades, performance boost, entertainment, connectivity, supercharging network, and obviously FSD robotaxi is a whole nother story, because if and when they sold for FSD, they can obviously maybe license that software. Maybe they don't even have to license that software. Just imagine Hertz suddenly buying FSD subscription for all of their cars. Robotaxi network is another $1 trillion opportunity for Tesla, but that's again another story for another day. But here, the main point is Tesla is selling you the car just like somebody is selling you a smartphone, but then you can start buying apps on the smartphone through the App Store. The same thing here goes for Tesla. They're selling you the car, but they will still be able to make money off of you after they sold the car, unlike the old school way. Now, I know that some of you might think, okay, this is great, Tesla becoming the biggest company on the planet, but you might be afraid that the company might be broken up. So I'm asking you, why should you be afraid? I really believe that if, let's say, in 10, 15, 20 years or so, Tesla is the biggest company on the planet, generating $1 trillion in revenue, and all of these different segments, the energy side, robotics, AI, FSD, robotaxi, EVs, etc., are becoming too big and get separated. I do believe that being separated, they will be worth more than when they are all combined. So I don't really see why some of you might be afraid of Tesla becoming a broken up company. Same goes with Facebook or Google or Amazon. I think if Facebook gets broken up into, let's say, social media company, advertising company, and now the metaverse company, I think those companies individually might be worth more than the company right now combined. All right, I don't want to drag this video on for too long because I might be getting sidetracked. But the main point I wanted to make from this video is don't think short term, think long term. Yes, maybe right now, not maybe, but for sure right now the stock price is overextended. But don't think for 2 weeks, don't think for a year. Think 10 years, 20 years time. If you think that Tesla is going to be the biggest company on the planet, obviously not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a long, long time. And if you do want to retire on Tesla shares, again, it's going to take a long-term vision. Have patience. When you invest, time is your best friend. Your emotions, not so much. So that will be it for this video. If you like these types of video and want to see more, let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this specific video, leave it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.